Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my weekly predictions and analysis for Dow Jones and NASDAQ 100, and in this analysis with the help of candlestick charts and indicators we will try to find out the trading behavior of these instruments throughout the next week. Also we will try to find out the entries and the strategies to make profit that should be risk free. So we want money that should be risk free, so do watch till the end. I'll be giving you the entries and the targets at the end of every analysis. First we'll look into NASDAQ 100, then followed with US30. So do watch till the end. Also, those who are new to the channel, let me share that I provide my daily and weekly analysis for major global markets and commodities. All specifically for Dow Jones and NASDAQ 100, I cover these two indices twice a day. One with the Asia session, I release a global markets and commodities analysis that includes Dow Jones, NASDAQ 100, gold, silver, oil, natural gas, FTSE 100, Germany 40 and Nifty, that decides and sets the direction for the day. And then one dedicated video specifically before US cash session for Dow Jones and NASDAQ 100. So do press the bell icon and watch the daily analysis. Definitely it helps you in a daily day trading decisions. Now let's start the day with NASDAQ 100 first. Now look at the weekly charts for NASDAQ 100. As I told last week also, see the bulls were losing the control here. You can see the candle size diminishing and the bears pulling it back in the previous candle or the last week's candle. Now this week again it dropped nicely, though despite it achieved lower highs at around 15200. It opened flat and saw the good drop and closed the week at around 14300 levels. Now what could be expected next week? So see, one point is this is the first red candle after this retracement, and probably if you look closely here, there is a support very much existent at around 13,000 level. I had told you many a times. However, if it is largely bearish in the long run, so this was the drop retracement, and from there again it is trying to take a drop, so I'll be watchful there. Now look at this. See, still it has to, if it is bullish, it is still having some room to go till 15,800. However, it will or not, we'll look into it shortly. Look at this, it has lot much to ground to cover on the downside, as I have told in my multiple times in my weekly analysis, that first 13,000 and below that the next target is towards 11,000 level. Sooner or later we might see it coming back to these levels in maybe few months or few years, but it will come back to these levels for sure. That is what it appears. However, right now if you look at, see, this is the first red candle. If you consider, ignore the previous candle, see, higher lows is what we can see, and if it breaks this previous low that is at around 14200 here, yes, that is the time when I'll recommend you to go short. Then you can expect that it is going to give you another bearish candle which will be of same body size, that is around 600 points. So from 15200 to almost this zone at 13700, 13650 it may try to achieve. So I'll be recommending a short only below 15200 levels. At the same time, one must not forget, see, lower highs and lower lows, it is what this is trying to do. So if it tries to bounce back, because this is a flat bottom here, if it tries to bounce back from here, goes back up again beyond 14450, one can take a long entry. One can expect that it may try to come back at least till 14700, and then in fact can go till towards 15,100, 15,050 levels also. So I'll be watchful. A long entry beyond 14,450, rather I'll say 14,500, and a short entry below 14,200 can be expected. Now come back to the daily charts here. Look at the daily charts, last few candles. If you look at, see, the week started with a bullish candle, higher highs, then lower lows, symmetry is being formed, and then the bearish move again is sharp red candle, minor retracement, a little green candle, and the last two candles, if you can see, the highs and the lows are well connected here. So it is trying to create a pattern out there, and see the lows it trying to breach here at around 14300 and then 14600. So this zone is specifically I'll be watchful of, and that is why I say if you see it trading below 14200, we can see a good drop till towards 13700, 13800 levels, but then a bounce back is must on NASDAQ 100. Why I am saying so, I'll be coming back to this with my analysis when we switch on the indicators here. Right now it appears that probably this zone is going to be important, and once it breaks 14,500, 550, definitely we may see a good rise again on the NASDAQ 100, where the next target is going to be towards 14,820 and plus levels. So this is what it appears on the daily and weekly charts. Now let's have a look at the monthly candle also. Now look at the monthly candle here, and previous two candles trying to create a symmetry. Lower highs have been done here, and see it opened flat, now trying to cover back up till here 14200 zone. Then this candle body size may cover, and probably we may see a little swing. If it drops below 14200, then we can expect a sharper drop. And how far this could go, either it could try to achieve lower lows which may take it towards this zone, or we may see a shorter body till towards anywhere between 13700 13500 zone. So I'll be watchful here till the time it remains below 15350. I'll not recommend you to stay long. Till the time it is below 15350, we can expect it to drop, but yes, it can bounce back again, leaving a sharp tail here. It can bounce back again and rise till towards 15800, because it may try to form a head and shoulders on the larger monthly and weekly charts. It may try to form this up before looking forward to a drop. So I'll be watchful here and I'll be cautious. Any short entry is only below 14200 levels. Now let's have a look at the indicators and try to find out whether the indicators are supportive of our conclusion or not. Now look at this on the daily charts. You'll find that why 14300 is important is the 20 period exponential and simple moving average giving it a support which is at 14300. And why 14200 is important, here is a 50 period volume weighted moving average giving it a strong support. So this zone and 14400, see these three levels are very important for Nasdaq 100: 14200, 14300, 14400. Till the time it is in between these levels, I'll not recommend you to take a position here. And yes, if you see it trading above 14450, here you can take a long entry. Then you can expect 14500 to provide a little resistance, and then it will fly again on the upside towards 14800. And then here you see 14900 levels is the 100 period moving average, which might provide a little resistance. Above that it will definitely fly. So I'll be cautious, I'll be watchful, and I'll be alert. Only short entry is below 14200 zone. Below that, yes, you can remain short and you can expect a sharper drop. However, now let's have a look at the stochastic here. The stochastic was largely overbought here. You can see for a long time it stayed above the overbought zone, and yes, within the week it has come back to the oversold zone sharply. Also, there is a lag between these two. The variance is still lagging behind, and it is the black line, that is the buy zone, is still looking downwards. So yes, it may take couple more candles for it to turn sharply. So for maybe next couple of days we may see a good drop on Nasdaq 100, and yes, you can take a short entry at 14200. The target could be at around 13800 13700 zone. It can try to take it towards that zone before looking forward to a bounce back, and then yes, it can try to rise again. Also, if you see it trading above 14450, you can go long there. So yes, take your positions accordingly, but I'll be giving you the trading levels. Let's find out a little more here. Now look at MACD. The MACD interestingly only require one more red candle, and then it will be on sell here, and it will be a sharp move on Nasdaq 100, which we may see. So if it crosses over, we may see a sharp move on Nasdaq 100, and then the drop should continue. That is why I say if it drops below 14200, you can expect it to hit 13700 13500 zone before it tries to bounce back a little. And yes, RSI is looking downwards, however largely in comfort zone, neither showing any signs of stress here. So yes, this is what the summary is. Now let me summarize here and give you the trading levels for next week. First, let's talk about where to go long. See, 14400 65, you can take a long entry. The nearest resistance is at around 14510. See, till 14650 one has to be a little bit cautious. It can reverse any point of time till here. It can reverse any point of time till here if you see it rising. But yes, we have to profit either ways. So yes, you can take a long entry here at 14465 and expect it to rise till 14510 14650, and from there we have to be observant if it drops from there or not. If you see it reversing, definitely one can take a short entry. However, till here, I'll not be confident that it is a strong bull. I will consider myself neutral in between till these levels. and from there if you see it rising above 14650, the next target is directly towards 14820, and after that it will try to hit 15,000 levels. Directly beyond that 15,100 should come into picture. So these two levels are important. 15,100, if it breaks 15,100, it will directly land towards 15,350. This is going to be the, then see beyond 14,820 you can consider that this is a reversal and it may try to hit the high again towards 15,100 plus levels. Then it may try to give you a strong reversal on the upside towards 15,350, 15,500 levels. So yes, one can stay long here. See, we have to make profit trading either ways, being agnostic of the direction for NASDAQ 100 and take positions accordingly. That is the purpose. We should not be the one that yes, I am bullish, I will remain bullish, I am bearish, I will remain bearish. Stop this bias and take position with the help of the levels. Now on the downside, if you see it trading below 14,180, here you can take a short entry. Then the target is towards 14,000, and then it will try to hit 13,840, 13,700, and then we might see 13,620 and 13,500 also. So these levels are going to be important and crucial. Below that, sky is the limit. On the downside, it can fall strongly and we can witness a strong drop below these levels. But I will be skeptical of that. I will be largely skeptical of that. At max, even if it tries to drop, maybe 13,600, 700, in fact 13,500, that is what that is the worst we can expect. Probably I don't expect that it may try to drop till there, but these are markets beyond you and me, and anyways we are short from 14,180 levels, so it is almost 600 points you can capture with this move, and you can at least, if you take $1 a lot, then definitely you can make $600 here trading NASDAQ 100. So take your positions accordingly. However, one must not forget that these levels are very important. In fact, 1400 to 14, I will say 14,650, these two levels are very important for NASDAQ 100 to decide the direction for the week. So take your positions accordingly. Anywhere above and below, it may give you sharp moves on the upside and downside. Till the time it trades in between this, we have to be very cautious with our positions. So take your positions accordingly, and see, if you want the same strategy, if you want to learn how to analyze the market, how to predict the moves and how to make profit, you can first invest in learning and join my you can be part of my mentorship batch. Definitely the strategies taught in this 15-day session will help you become a proficient and efficient trader. Also, if you want to get signals from me and if you don't have time, if you want to just trade as per the signals provided, you can join my membership channel on Telegram and definitely profit from there. Reach out to me via Telegram or email. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the description of the video and channel. So now let's have a look at US30. Now look at the weekly charts for US30. It is nothing but a minor retracement after this long sharp bullish candle on the weekly charts where it covered almost 2000 points. So you can see it is like a marathon where if you cover a fast or a smaller distance fastly, let's say 100 meter at a very fast pace, you will try to relax back a bit with a slower move, and that is what it is done. It is trying to retrace, it is trying to retrace. Now look at this, the last 2 weeks candle, the body size has increased, and see lower highs, lower lows indicating potential bearishness. So if you see it trading below 34,600 any point of time next week, you can expect that we may see a sharper drop, and this time the candle can be bigger. It will breach the previous lows also. At the same time, it can try to go back till towards, see, 34,500, below 34,500, definitely it may try to go back till towards 33,500 levels. Also we can expect that it may give you a sharper bearish move. So see, this is the kind of reversal you can see, and see, if the body size would have been, of the same size, then the story would have been different. Here a moderately bigger body size indicates that we may see a sharper red candle here on the weekly charts, which may try to take it towards 33,700, 33,500 levels, almost 1000 points, which I am trying to give you here. But at the same time, where you should consider that it can try to give you a sharper green candle also. So if you see it trading above 35,000 any point of time next week, any point of time next week, if you see it above 35,000, close your eyes, go long. First target 35,500, next target 36,000. It will try to definitely achieve. So yes, one can remain long after 35,000 levels. Yes, once again I am reiterating, one can remain long after 35,000 levels. Then it may give you 1,000 points on the upside. Now why I am saying so it can give you a bearish move? Now look at this: rise, retracement, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows, retracement, and now it is trying to give you the similar candle. So can it take it towards, can it break this zone? Because this is the lower highs it has achieved every time it is given a retracement. Now let me give you a fairly broader picture here. See, higher highs were here, higher lows were here, then lower lows have started to achieve, and lower has highs have started to achieve. So yes, whenever you see such kind of lower highs and lower lows, one can expect that it is still bearish. And see where it could try to land to. First support here at around 33,500, and the next support here at around 32,700. So it is possible, these are markets, anything is possible. At the same time, on the upside, the resistance here is at around 36,200, 300 zone. Probably it may try to achieve if it continues to rise on the upside. Now coming back to the monthly candle here. On the monthly candle, you will find with the rise last week, what it does is lower highs have been achieved consistently, and now we may see a good drop, but the first support at 34,000, which it has to break, and after that it will try to land towards this zone in the month of April, that is at around 32,700, 32,800 zone. So if it breaks 34,000 levels, which are going to be crucial support, we may see a sharper drop on US100. Last week it went close to those levels, it went close to 34,200, 34,180 levels, and if it would have broken 34,000 successfully and remained below, definitely one could have expected that it may try to, in the month of April itself, we may see a sharper drop on US30. So yes, in the month of April, if it tries to remain below 35,200, till the time it remains below 35,200, one can remain short on US30. That is what is. Now let's see whether the indicators support our analysis or not, or what does the indicators say here. So on the daily charts, you will find here, see, this is the 100 period moving average, which is giving it a little resistance close to 35,000 levels, 34,950. So it has got a strong resistance at 34,950. At the same time, on the downside, there is a support from the 20 period moving average and the 50 period moving average till here 34,200. So I'll be watchful next week. Also look at this. See, we haven't seen the daily charts yet. So look at the daily charts here. Let me turn off the indicators and try to show you something on the daily charts. On the daily charts, this is the last week's candle. You can see lower lows, retracement. So if you connect the dots here, and it is very much evident from this that if you see it trading below 34,600 next week, one can go short. That will be breaking this channel, and then you can expect it to drop. At the same time, above 34,800, one can expect it to hit 35,000, and yes, if it breaks 35,000, we can remain long on US30, and beyond 35,000 we can expect a sharper rise again on US30. In between 35,000 and 34,600, we have to be a little bit cautious here. Now let me turn on the indicators. Now look at this. See, 34,950, 100 period moving average, giving it a little resistance. On the downside, this zone is very important. The 20 period moving average at 34,350, and the exponential and the 50 period moving average is 34,400. These two levels are very important. In fact, on the downside, as I said, 34,000 and 33,900. So this zone is very critical for US30 for it to break. So if it breaks 34,100 levels, then yes, you can expect that it may give you sharper correction, and below that 34,000 and 33,900 levels should come into picture. So yes, till the time it remains above 34,100, we have to be a little bit cautious. It can try to bounce back again as it did last week. Probably we have to see how it behaves at 34,100. Particularly any drop below that will signal a strong drop for the month of April itself. But anyways, Below 34,600 one can remain short, that is for sure. Below that 34,400 should give it a support, 34,300 should give it a support, and then 34,200 and 100 should give support. Below that 34,000, see every 100 points below 34,400 it has got a little resistance till the time it below 34,000 only. You can expect that it is going to hit 33,500, and then in April you might see it landing towards 32,700 also. So yes, take your positions accordingly. Now let me summarize and give you the trading levels for next week. First, let's talk about the levels to go long. So if you see it trading at 34,820, you can take a long entry here. Then the next target is 34,950, and if it breaks 34,950 and sustains, then the next target is towards 35,200. Rather, I will say first it may try to hit this zone at 35,100, and below, beyond that 35,350 should come into picture. After that, sky is the limit, it will fly consistently. Then 35,700 one can remain long for, and in fact one can expect it to go till towards 36,000. We may see a sharper move beyond 35,350. Remember, we can see a sharper move beyond 35,350. If it breaks this zone, we may see a sharper move. Take your positions accordingly, but at the same time I don't expect that it is going to happen. I am still bearish on US30. I'll still expect it to drop, and that is why I say if you see it trading below 34,600 here, you can remain short on, or rather I will say not 34,600, keep a little cushion here, and if you see it trading below 34,580, you can go short on US30. Then you can expect 34,350, 34,200, 34,100. Now this level at 34,100 is important for US30. If it breaks 34,100, then 33,800 should come into picture, and 33,500 can also be achieved. Beyond that, sky is the limit. So take your positions accordingly. Should always trade with levels and eliminate the bias. Only once we eliminate the, see, I am also human. Whenever I have stuck with my bias and I have expected that it is going to drop or rise, I have always either lost or I have always lost the opportunity at least. So don't trade with bias. It is my personal appeal. Please trade with levels. Please eliminate your bias, and then one can definitely profit. So reach out to me. This is all from my side, and reach out to me for any of your trading or training related queries, whether you want to be part of the Signals group, premium VIP group, or be part of my mentorship batch 15-day trading session. And yes, with the help of either of these, you can be a successful trader. Reach out to me for the details. Telegram and email ID are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. Thank you.